Hi guys, this is my Philodendron Brandtianum, or also commonly known as brandi. If you haven't seen my unboxing from Logi's, I will link it down below and above so you guys can check it out. So I've only had her a very short amount of time, and this is her first vlog, just to document it. I really didn't have the time to do it right away, so here she is. She hasn't given out a new leaf yet, and this is just from, like, you know, before I got her. So all of these nicks and stuff like that, this was already there, I believe. She hasn't had, like, I think this is new. This is because I put her a foot away from the window of an east-facing window. An east-facing window is definitely probably a really great spot for bright indirect light for those kind of plants, because it only gets the morning light. But this particular plant, what I've noticed with philodendron scandens, so this is another philodendron scandens, or what is that called? I can't even pronounce it, but it starts with an H, where it looks like it's a heart-shaped leaf. And this is the brandi. I have a regular one. Which is all green. I have a Brazil, and I also do have a Micans, which I already vlogged. So she sits in a 2.5 inch grower pot. I did not transplant her yet because she is very, very tiny, and she has not grown a new leaf yet. She is definitely much slow growing versus my other ones in the same kind of family. It could be like her variegation is completely high, and it is just so beautiful. It shimmers. I mean, you could see that in the video, but in real life, it's just stunning. I never really understood this plant before when it was for sale because of the really high price. And I had the opportunity to get it, and I did. And pictures and videos really don't do this plant justice. When you have it in person, that's when I really was like, my God, this plant is beautiful. It has like silver shimmery leaves, and when you move it towards the light, you could see it just change and shine. It's very, very beautiful. And of course, the back of the leaf is also very similar, which it's not always like that with variegated leaves or even leaves in general. It's not always the case. So it's very, very beautiful. It's a viney or a trailing plant as well, just like the other kinds in this specific plant type. So here she is. She is just so beautiful. Look at that. What I have noticed, though, is she can tolerate more light versus the Micans and the regular green one. She is not, although the Brazil can tolerate more light than her, but she is the very close second. So I have moved her quite a bit, which is kind of bad, but always from the same room, always from the same light source of window. However, it just, I was kind of testing on where I can get her the most light, and she cannot handle a foot away from my east-facing window. Also, that east-facing window does have an LED plant light whenever it's cloudy out, so that could also be another problem, but I'm always going to keep that on because she is not the only plant. So I will have to put her about 4 feet away from that east-facing window, which she will be closer versus my Micans and my regular Philodendron scandens. Although the Brazil will definitely probably have a little bit more light than she is, just a little bit closer. But that's it. So here she is. She is just really, really stunning. And now I understand why. I actually understand now why the price point for this particular one, because it's very slow growing. However, I did just get her, and she is very tiny, and the smaller the plant, usually the slower that they grow. The bigger they are, of course, they're more established. They're going to grow quite quicker. So I was just kind of waiting for her to grow and acclimate, and she has burned right there. Yeah, she burnt her new baby. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for a new leaf. I was kind of planning when she does get acclimated in a few weeks or months, I will try to like chop off some new leaves, propagate, make her a little fuller so I could transplant her at some point in a 6-inch pot. Once she is fuller in a 6-inch pot, or maybe even build up to an 8-inch pot, that's when you're really, for me personally, that's when I really see them grow much, much quicker. And the reason for that is like, it's a lot of plants in one pot. I shove a ton of them in one pot. So this is coming from an east-facing window. She sits about 4.5 feet away from the east-facing window. She also does get supplemented LED plant light. I will link everything down below. She has not been transplanted yet. I only water her when the top part is very, very dry. Like right now, it's still sticking to the soil, so she's not going to get watered. She has been getting watered, I would say, between 5 to 10 days. There is no set date, and you really shouldn't set a date on specific, like on schedule for the plant. You want to do it for the plant itself. You want to go on their schedule. So what I do is I do have an alert to check the plants, and I do test them beforehand. Another tip is during spring and fall, you are going to water less frequently, and of course a little bit less in volume, due to the fact that they will not get as much, they will not ingest, or the water just doesn't get ingested or evaporate as quicker as in the summer and in the winter. I do live in a centralized home. I do live in the Midwest. I live in Indiana, and my home has centralized heat and air. We do have a humidifier built in, but if you don't know this, a humidifier built in only does function and add humidity to your home when the air is being kicked in. So if that's not being kicked in, your humidifier really isn't constant, versus if you have a humidifier like one of those portable ones, that's constant humidity. So just be aware of my environment and what my environment is, just so you know if we have similar environments, you might be doing the same thing, or probably will be doing the same thing as what I'm doing with this particular plant. I plan in putting her in my favorite all potting purpose soil. Again, everything will be linked down below, and from what I have been watering her will be linked down below as well, including all my social media accounts. So if you're interested in connecting, they're all in there. I hope you enjoyed my plant vlog, that you're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!